But before we get to dessert, let's talk about our center of the plate. This is Anderson Seafood. This is that brand that provides seafood to fine restaurants, all those picky chefs that really create beautiful blends of flavor and texture. Today, Anderson Seafoods is bringing us 12 they're 5.5 ounce potato crusted wild caught cod. Now more of these just came back into stock. Tons of 5-star reviews. Last I checked there was well over 35 5-star reviews. But today it's at a price and an easy pay that both go away at the end of the day today. Works out to be $9.50 each. True 5-star white linen restaurant quality.
That's right.
This is what it looks like. They are large portions. You cook them from frozen and you get it home on an easy pay of $22.80. Auto delivery, you want to lock that in. Everyone falls in love with these and they go quickly. Every 60 days for an entire year. And Sergio Bucciarelli is joining us.
I'm here for
one
Rick
of
today.
our foodie faves who's been in the restaurant industry for a long time. And we have been trusting you with all your charcuterie curations, and you have such a great palate.
Thank you so much. And look, Anderson Seafood, every time we present these, I get super excited. How about some wild caught cod?
How about that?
Anderson Seafood, been around for 50 years, bringing you some of the most delicious fish in the finest restaurants. And this is a potato crusted cod. So wild caught from the cold waters of Alaska. It is a sweet, mild, fleshy fish with those delicious flavor profiles, a little bit of chive and a little bit of cheddar, and that beautiful fish. And I love it because it's got that nice crust on the outside, which traps all those delicious juices on the inside, and that fleshy fish for an experience that's not fishy, just high protein and super delicious. I mean, there's so much you can do with this. You are guaranteed to love this thing. I mean, truly.
I love cod. I especially love a wild caught cod. But these are flavor profiles that I never would have thought to like put together myself. The coating is done perfectly. Can I grab a fork? Because I really want to try this one. Every time I get to present Anderson Seafood in different iterations, I'm like, interesting, look at that coating. And it's just an explosion of flavor that's so beautifully balanced.
It is. And take a look over here. So you've got your potato, and this is really fresh potatoes, a little bit of cheddar, and you've got that cold water from the Alaskan waters. This is truly a wild caught cod. So you're going to love it, fleshy, and there's so much that you can do with this. This fish is perfect alone. By the way, you want to talk about how you cook this? In an air fryer for 12 to 14 minutes from frozen, super easy. I like to cook this with, you know, whatever side on top of a salad. But you want to talk about a fish sandwich? Check this out. It doesn't get any better. Just put this on a little bit of tomato, some lettuce. Look at how perfect that slides on top. That crust keeps it so intact. The integrity of this just kind of holds, and you taste that with every bite. Put a little bit of sauce on there, and boom, you've got one of the most delicious fish sandwiches you've ever had in your entire life. I mean, just look at that right there. Are you kidding me? That's the sandwich of the lifetime right there.
You've done it again. I think the combination of that potato crusting, a little hint of that cheddar and that chive, but it's that fish, it's that cod that has that beautiful texture to it, a silkiness to it, but really mild and flaky at the same time. All right, so the price goes away at the end of the day. We were not able to bring a lot of these in. I think, what did we say? There's like 600 remaining. That's all that we have left. 600 remaining. And Anderson Seafood, I mean, always flies out the door. What was it, 5 decades?
5 decades.
5 decades of doing this. $22.80. Put this on top of a salad. You can even cut it up and make some really good tacos with this.
Oh gosh, sandwiches, fish tacos by themselves. It's just too delicious and too easy to make to not have readily available. By the way, how do these come? I want you to check this out right here, right? Because it truly is. When something comes individually wrapped like this, I really appreciate it, right? Yeah, any nook or cranny in your freezer, you take this out, you want one, maybe you want some fish, and your wife or your husband, significant other wants something else. You don't have to worry about it. Take this out, throw this in the air fryer, and take a look. You have all of the potato crusting on top, not on the bottom, so it's not going to stick. So this is going to be a perfect fillet for you anytime you want it. Delicious, super easy to make. cod, high in protein. It's
It feels decadent.
It's low calorie.
But it's
It
low
is decadent.
calorie.
Yep.
It's high in protein. You feel kind of like you're getting away with something here, but really what you're getting away with is flavor, and total ease.
Yes.
You didn't have to do the grocery shopping. You didn't have to do the preparation.
That's right.
You didn't have to shave up all the potato and create this coating.
Right.
Like,
Think
it's
about that.
all done for you. You make one, you make two, you make all 12, it doesn't matter. They come out perfectly every time. And a really generous sized portion at 5.5 ounces each. This is something you could feel really good about putting on the table every single night for your family.
I mean, just look at how big this is.
It's big.
And look at that. You break through that crust, that cheddar, chive crust with potato. I mean, you have to break through it and you get that snap. I mean, check that out. I'm breaking through that with the fork. So that's the integrity that this thing is going to have. You're going to taste it in every single bite. Fleshy, right? Meaty. It is that fish that you're just going to keep coming back after. I mean,
There's
look how
almost
beautiful.
like a buttery factor to it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Right?
Buttery, has that like little bit of creaminess to it. It truly is great. And from those Alaskan waters, look at that bright white color, right? You know that it's wild caught. You know it's not farm raised. It hasn't been doing anything that it shouldn't be doing. This is from the seas of Alaska, and it truly is. You're going to taste that difference, and that's what Anderson is.
Talking about this earlier, that a lot of us are looking to incorporate more fish into our diets, which I think is a really smart choice. But for me, I'm a one-trick pony when it comes to preparing fish. I don't really have a lot of tricks up my sleeve, but I still want that restaurant quality experience, the flavor, the texture.
100%.
Let someone who's been doing it for 50 years bring all that expertise to your table. It's $22.80 on an easy pay. Auto deliveries every 60 days for an entire year, and the price goes away at the end of the day. There's not a lot of these to go around. With that price goes away that those easy pays as well. It's M74438. Tons of 5-star reviews. I always encourage you to go to QVC.com and check it out.
Yeah.
It's Anderson's.
It's Anderson Seafood. 50 years we've been bringing you the most delicious fish to the finest restaurants. Look, chefs are hard to satisfy, you know, and chefs are really...
I've worked in a lot of restaurants over my days.
Really,
I know.
Look, when the really, really talented ones, they know they've got to have good ingredients. And you've got to have a good piece of fish, and that's what Anderson's been doing for 50 years. And this cod truly is one that knocks my socks off. My family enjoys it so much. Potato crusted, cheddar, a little bit of chive. It truly is that fish that you're just, once you eat it, you're not going to be able to forget about it. No, it's that fish.
Yeah, everything at Anderson's brings is so memorable, and this is such a great one. Oh my goodness, Sergio, your last call.
Oh my goodness.
300 now to go around. That's it. They just came back into stock.
You guys are going to love this.
This is M74438.
Socks have been knocked off.
Oh, there go your socks. Sorry.
They're gone.
They're gone. They're gone. $22.80 on an easy pay. That goes away at the end of the day. Lock this in on that auto delivery before
Did you hear
it's
that?
gone.
Can I just say, Fabio Viviani just said he had a piece in the back and he said it was delicious.
It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
It's not fishy. It's smooth,
perfect,
light, crunchy. Fantastic product.
Beautifully
I
said.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You sound like
Thank
you
you.
know something about food.
You know, I get stuck into food all the time, you know.
All right. Well, the voice you heard is that of Chef